Good morning, genealogy friends. It took me a minute to get set up this morning because I'm going to be doing a page demonstration and I needed to get out my little tripod thing to hold the phone. And it just took me a second to set that up. I have new pages coming out today. I was going to post them this morning, but I decided to wait and do the live first just so I could show them to you. And as I was making the samples last night, I thought, well, this is kind of a cool trick that I use for labeling group photos. And so I was thinking that that might be helpful. I have a number of pages that are coming out, but I'm sort of I'm putting them out in sets. I'll show you what I mean when I show you the pages that are coming out today. And so I don't know, it's kind of a, not like a control thing, but I just feel like they'll make more sense if I put them out in small sets and go through them than if I just dump a whole bunch of brand new pages into the store. I mean, you guys would probably be fine, but so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the new pages that are coming out today, and then I'll post them within the hour of, good morning, I'll post them within the hour of this going live. And I don't know if I'll have more pages out tomorrow. I haven't decided how fast I'm going to roll them out. Like I said, I've got quite a few pages coming out. The thing that I've noticed is the last time I put a bunch of pages in the store, I put out a lot at once and then people couldn't find them or they didn't know that I had put them out. It was basically like if you missed the one email that I had, then you didn't know that I had new pages. So I want to slow it down a little bit. It's never my intention to overwhelm people. Okay, so let me move this. So the new pages that are coming out today are relationship pages or people, I don't know, family relationships, things that people had asked for. So there's a blank page for family friends. There is okay, so the grandchild page actually already came out, but it's going to be part of a grandchildren bundle of 5 pages. That's why it's included. So for those of you who are thinking, I already have this page, you do. This was not, trying to think, I think this is in the International Deluxe. It's not in the USA Deluxe, and I can't remember if it's available for sale on its own. I think it might be. Anyway, this is now going to be part of a bundle though. So there's grandchild, and then I included, or I've now made a blank grandchild page. There are more of these coming out, these blank pages that don't have the profile information. This is part of the 5-page grandchildren set. And then there's this page, which is a blank grandchildren. See, grandchild, grandchildren. And this is what I'm going to show you how to do in a second here. But this is the blank grandchildren page. And then I have a grandchildren photo grid. I haven't put in the names. I can't decide if I want to do name and birth year or if I just want to have notes down here. I had put in, pre-typed little form saying name, birth year, but then I thought, well, what if that's not what people want to put underneath? So I'm still deciding about how I want the sample to look, but this is the grandchildren photo grid. And then I do have a grandchildren photo list that's similar to some of the other pages, like the cousins page. So that's the 5 pages that are in the grandchildren bundle: the photo list, the photo grid, the blank grandchildren, blank grandchild, and the grandchild profile. So those ones are going to be sold as a set. And then I also have this neighbors page that's coming out, similar to family friends. And I have a nephew page and a niece page. And then that's all the ones that I'm putting out this morning. Okay, so let's talk about how do you do this. Now, this is unfortunately only going to be helpful for people who are using Goodnotes 5. I mean, you can watch, there's other programs that you could do this with, but I'm using Goodnotes 5, and this isn't something that you would be able to easily do in Adobe Acrobat. There are people that have drawing tablets, things like that can connect to their computer, so I'm not saying you can't do it, but everything that I'm going to show you is really going to be more helpful if you're using Goodnotes 5. So the way that you make these photo outline guides is, let's see, I'm going to add page current template. So this is what the blank grandchildren page looks like. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to select my lasso tool and lasso this photo. copy. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy it twice. All right, now I'm going to come in here with my pen and I'm going to just draw over this photo. And even though I'm only labeling the grandchildren, I'm going to draw everybody in the photo, because for group photos, you really want people to be able to orient themselves. Don't just draw around the people that you're highlighting. It's too complicated. Just take the extra minute and draw around everybody. You don't need to draw every feature of every person, and you don't need to draw this perfectly. What you're looking for is a rough outline of the shapes of each of the people. It does get a little complicated, where people overlap, but once the photo has been removed, it's pretty easy to follow a rough diagram. So I'm just going to come down around here. If you wanted to make it easier for yourself, you could use a photo editing program to make a lighter version of this photo and then trace on that. I usually do okay just tracing on top of photos at full color, and I don't really enjoy doing the extra step. I wish that there was a way to edit your photos in Goodnotes to make them lighter or darker, but I think photo editing is a little outside of their capabilities right now. Okay, so I need to go through and figure out, okay, what have I not outlined? I haven't outlined this person at all. I'm going to outline right here. I don't know if any of you recognize this flower girl. Probably not, because you're looking at the photo over Facebook Live from a distance, but that flower girl is me when I was 5 years old. Incidentally, this is just a little bit of background, a little bit of family story. I had a fever of about 102 this whole day, and they kept having to prop me up because I kept falling over. I have absolutely no memories of this wedding. I was on a lot of medication, and apparently as soon as my duties were pretty much finished, I fell asleep in some back room and slept through the entire reception. But I remember I really liked my dress. It felt very fancy. Okay, I'm just going to finish up. You can see this doesn't take a long time. Again, I'm not trying to be perfect here. All right. Remember, you're not recreating the photo. You're just creating a guide. And I'm not going to outline the furniture and all of that. It'll be enough that I've outlined the people. That will be enough to anchor anybody who's trying to go through the photo and figure out who is who. Now, because this is the grandchildren page, I am only going to number the grandchildren, but obviously you could do this for the whole photo. Okay, so looking over, I seem to have outlined everybody. Now I'm going to take my lasso tool and I'm just going to lasso the corner of the photo. You can see it made the lines disappear, but that's because the photo is selected. And I'm going to delete. And then I have this outline that I drew. And it's a little bit far down on the page. I want to have space for notes. So I'm going to just lasso all of that drawing and I'm going to move it up there. And then I'm going to go through, and because this is the grandchildren, I'm only going to number the grandchildren. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then I can go down here and write out the names. I already did that on this page, so I'm just going to, we're going to pretend that I'm writing this out, but I'm not going to make you guys watch me do that. paste. And that's how you can easily create photo guides to label group photos without actually having to write on the photo and without having to put in parentheses, you know, so-and-so white dress standing left of. Obviously, you can also have a group photo like this, and then on the next page, do something like this. This is from a group photo. Do I have it? I can probably pull it up. This is a pretty cool photo. See this group photo? This is all one. No, you're not gonna let me pinch and resize. This is all one photo of this family and all of their children. And I broke it up. Stop that. I broke it up into individuals. Now you could do this group photo and then on the next page break it up into individuals like this, and that would give you more space to write out names, birth years, any details that you wanted to fit into this box if you didn't want to do it this way, or if you don't have the capability or you don't have a drawing app to do this, then that's another way that you could break out the people in a group photo. I really enjoy breaking up group photos because I feel like not only does it give you a place to make more highlight information, but it also forces you to focus on each of those people as individual people. And sometimes just doing that, I've noticed little things about their hairstyle, or maybe, as I'm arranging them, all of a sudden I'm thinking, I think this person actually looks older than this person. And I realize that I've had siblings swapped in photos or things like that. So I do suggest that you break down group photos somehow. Even if you know who everybody in the photo is a couple generations down, they won't. So anyway, again, trying to keep these short, so that's all I'm going to do today. I will have these pages in the shop. Like I said, give me about an hour because I'm going to go double check on my kids' homeschool stuff, and then I'll get these posted. So, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.